Who are the best possible, most overpowered cheap players to buy for you in FIFA 23's Ultimate Team in the English Premier League? I'm your boy Viva La FIFA, and awesome that you chose in this video. It will get you a lot of victories. And by the way, for the coolest football shirts, the cheapest one, go to soccerdealshop.cn. There's a link in the comment section down below. Click it and use the code VIVA. These shirts can be yours for only 13 bucks. Talking about great deals and websites, go to u7buy.com. The largest, the quickest, the most reliable website in the world to get your FUT20 free coins. Click the link down below and use the code VIVA when you buy the coins to get millions of coins for a couple of bucks and win every single game. Have fun. We're starting off the video, and as you will see, we have 3 categories between the 1 and 10k, between 10 and 25k, and then the last one, to call it cheap, 25 and 50k. The funny thing is, in the Premier League, every single goalkeeper is within this range. There is nobody better. You can talk about icons, of course, like Edwin van der Sar, Peter Cech, with a history in the Premier League, like Peter Schmeichel as well. But actually, nowadays, Premier League players, goalkeepers, are all in this budget. The best ultra cheap players, they will cost you around 10k, are Leno. Amazing diving, amazing reflexes, good all-round card, and with Fulham doing a very good job beating Chelsea, for example, and now being mid-table around January, February. So that is great for Fulham, and Leno got himself a nice-looking card. Edouard Mendy is a player we all know. He is always there as one of the cheapest, most reliable goalkeepers in a FIFA game for a starter squad. If you like to upgrade them, it's hard. Dean Henderson is more expensive, but nobody actually knows why. Henderson is a nice player, some special crit, so that could be it. But Lloris and De Gea, listen closely, they are slightly better than Edouard Mendy, but still it's not the upgrade I would take. I would stay with Mendy. You're fine, you're good to go. If you want to upgrade that, save for around 35k, because then every single goalkeeper can be yours. Jersey Dudek, hero. He might be a little bit tiny for a goalkeeper, 6'1" if I'm not mistaken, but still the 90 reflexes makes up for that. Plus, his speed is so explosive coming in the one-on-one when he's getting off his line with a striker. So a great goalkeeper. Alisson and Ederson, 2 Brazilian goalkeepers in the Premier League. The one is better as a goalie, the other one is better as a sweeper keeper. It depends on what you desire, who you will pick, and at the moment, the best choice in the Premier League for around 45k is Jack Butland, his winter card. So who will you pick? What's your budget? Drop it down below. We go to a page I really love, and that are the centre backs in the Premier League, because the choices are numerous. For example, for only 1k, you can get yourself Joe Gomez in combination with Konate. So you spent exactly 2k on those 2 centre backs combined. And that is just a steal. They have speed, physicality, and defending. The downside, you could say, their passing isn't the best in comparison with. But even then, they're great to go. The only silver star in this video is Bella Kotchap, wanted by big teams in real life, and now the best center back in the Premier League with silver stats. 82 pace, 74 defending, 76 physicality. For a silver player that is legend, hold on, Derry. And the best cheap center back without any doubt is Raf Alvarane. With his 81 pace, 85 defending, and 8 physicality, the man is a monster. Let's go to the upgrades. Koulibaly is now 15k, and that's unbelievable. The man has 88 sprint speed. The downside is his acceleration, that is around 70, but still Koulibaly will catch up with even Thierry Henry, Neymar Jr. or Lionel Messi in the game. Ben Godfrey, the man of Everton, who was laughed at by Haaland. I think you remember that reel on Instagram or TikTok, like Haaland is making fun of him because he's acting like a baby, but don't think he's a baby in this FIFA game. No, he's a monster. And the best center backs to get for around 20k is a combination of Joe Gomez and Thilo Kehrer of West Ham. Both of them 83, 84 pace. Both of them 84, 85 defending. Both of them 82, 87 physicality. Plus Kehrer is also great in the build-up play. So those 2 center backs, love them. The best ones on this page are Saliba of Arsenal. The man is a complete player. He's great on the ball and he's great off the ball. That makes him so expensive. Davinson Sanchez, unlikely. This man is dropping to such a low price range, but he will be yours for around 45k. And one of my personal favorites, with a position modifier is Lisandro Martinez. I turn him from left back to center back. That is what I do. That is what I love. And on the center back position, he's outsmarting, outgrowing, outmatching anybody in this game. So use him on the center back position and see miracles happen. From the center backs, we go to the left backs, and that's quite simple. You don't actually have a very, very good, cheap left back. Estupiñán, yes, he could be in here with his rule breaker card, but he is around 15k, and that is pretty close to João Cancelo. If you want to go pretty cheap, it's Malacia or Kieran Tierney. There is no other choice to go cheap. Robertson is decent. He might lack some pace, but with his shadow card, he's good to go. João Cancelo also, he's a nice looking left back. Go for him. Once again, shout out for Estupiñán, the rule breaker. He's also an honorable mention if you like a quick stir down the left hand side. And I must say, if you want to go for the best at the moment, you have to spend around 60k maybe in the weekend and around 55k throughout the weeks. It's Ivan Perisic with a position change. He might feel even better than João Cancelo. On the left wing, I don't prefer him. I have other wingers I like to use. But on the left back or left wing back position, Perisic, no time to waste. From left back to right back. For cheap ones, it's hard. And Babu and Reece James are the only ones I can really recommend you guys. Normal gold 1-Bissaka, he can't actually play good football, so I don't like that. And Babu and James are pretty decent. They both need a shadow card, of course, to pimp up the speed. With Jogo Dalot and especially Kyle Walker, you're good to go. My personal favorite in this whole page is not Aaron 1-Bissaka. You might think that because he's the most expensive one, the highest rated one, has the best defending, the best physicality, the best dribbling. But I used Walker and I used 1-Bissaka, and I can honestly say I was playing for around, well, 51 to 60 points in the weekend league and in divisions 3 or 2. But with Kyle Walker, I won so many extra games. His work rate is better than 1-Bissaka. In game, he feels better than 1-Bissaka. So if you're asking Viva, I would go for Kyle Walker on this page any day of the week. By the way, also a big shout out to Jogo Dalot, his second in form, because that card is also pretty. Yes, the CDM page is finally looking like something real in the Premier League. At the start, it was horrible. You only had Alan and Rice, you had a Casemiro card added on later on at the end of the transfer window, and N'Golo Kante was actually the only real CDM you could use in the higher divisions. But then we had Calvin Phillips, everybody was already happy. We had Tyler Adams getting his upgrade, but then we saw Yuri Tielemans and thought, yes, a new N'Golo Kante. We have two of them now. Then we got another inform for Casemiro. His speed is going up every single card, and I must say, Douglas Luiz getting his second inform card for Aston Villa is extraordinary. This is like a playmaker on the CDM spot with 83 defending and awesome physicality. So for me, Douglas Luiz is really a hidden gem nobody talks about, but is super usable on the pitch. Enjoy, and don't forget to leave a like. It's not the end of the video, we're only halfway through. We go to the center mids. If you want to go cheap, dirty cheap, you go for Mwepo of Zambia and Fresh of Brazil. Both of them are extraordinary for their price category. 1k to 2k maximum, and you're good to go on your midfield. If you want to go a step higher, you're going to 15k quite easily with Bruno Guimaraes or Bentancur. Two beautiful looking inform cards who will do a great job for your center midfield spot. James Milner and Alex McAllister, is that his name? I believe it is. The world champion of Argentina, beating Liverpool, for example, at home with 3-0 with his Brighton Hove Albion. Could be a cam. Could be a center mid, it depends on the system you like to play. But James Milner for me is also a great revelation player. I still use him in my team in the higher divisions, and I must say I like him because his work rate and stamina are extraordinary. Then the best center mids, Kevin De Bruyne, usual suspect, and Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes is the man that is keep silent, keep quiet, because I want to be in your team, and with me you will not lose a game. His speed in combination with agility and dribbling is just extraordinary to see. A player like that normally has low defending, low physicality, but he isn't having that. He has everything at the highest order. So that's why they love Matheus Nunes so much. And Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best passing. If you look for creative power, we also want to combine it with speed in FIFA 23, because a cam without speed, it's like driving a motor without any wheels underneath it. It doesn't really work. So for example, cheap cams are Kai Havertz and a position modifier, Phil Foden. because they have 81 and 82 pace, they have nice dribbling, they can pass the ball, they can score a goal, and you want that from your cam, making those runs in behind your striker to get the scoring ability and to actually finish it as well. Then, if you want to upgrade that, enough choices. If you want to stay with the regular gold cards, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva are great City and United players. They're good to go. Trossard is a quick position modifier from left wing to cam player on the cam spot. His speed is enormously helpful to win games. Mason Mount is higher rated, but I prefer Trossard. And Kai Havertz, I don't have to tell you how good he is. In real life, he sucks at the moment, but in game, a beauty. Martin Ødegaard, Ivan Perisic, Smith Rowe, once again position modifier from left wing to cam, and Joe Cole, once again position modifier from right wing to cam, are quick, agile, creative, goal scoring and assisting cams all combined in one. You see their defending, you see that the physicality is lower than you need for a center mid, for example. Center mids are box-to-box players, and a cam, well, you need creativity. The defending and the physicality is not that important. Well, we are going to the attacking formations. I'm starting off with a very sad one. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and put a notification bell. And that at the right wing position, Anthony is by far the best cheap option. Nobody else I can recommend you guys. Riyad Mahrez is the only reasonable option in the very cheap category. There is nobody else I can recommend you guys. So I would say go for Anthony and save your money until you have enough to get Bailey and Mo Salah. I can't see it any other way. I would not see why you would go for Mahrez or any other side option. Go with Anthony, save your money, and pick between Bailey and Salah. I can't tell anything more about it. It is what it is. Luckily, the left wing position gives you a lot of opportunities. For example, you can go dirty cheap with Rashford, Saint-Maximin, they're not even in the video, Luis Diaz, powerhouse, Raheem Sterling, speed horse, very quick player, Gabriel Martinelli and Morten Damsgaard of Brentford and Arsenal are nice players. Damsgaard especially, try him out with 93 pace, 90 dribbling. He feels like Freddie Ljungberg on drugs. He feels like that. Yeah, exactly, on steroids. Then, the best cheap ones. We go from a South Korean link with Park Ji-sung and Heung-min Son. Both of them are Sung and Son, but it's totally different because Heung-min Son is a player of Tottenham and Park is a legend at Manchester United. But both of them are great. Park can also play as a centre mid, by the way, and that's also a great position with his other special World Cup hero card. So, but that is too expensive to put in the video. Then we have Fred, Zaha and Pulisic, and all of them are great. Fred is a complete monster, and Pulisic and Zaha are there to run. Closing the video off with the strikers, and if you love these videos, if you click the icon, you get a full playlist of all these type of videos to make you better and understand FIFA the best way possible, so you never spend money down the drain. Give a like, subscribe, put a notification bell. A video like this takes around 10 hours to create, so if you love it, I appreciate it. We have Gonzalo Guedes, Aubameyang, Diogo Jota and Jamie Vardy. All of them are great. My personal favorite, it's the lowest rated, it's Guedes. He has a combination of speed and the dribbling that the other players have, one of them. Jota is also great. Vardy, a cheap starting player, and Aubameyang is a pretty quick player to win sweaty games, especially in the lower divisions. Then we're going to make a step to the very cheap players. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ivan Toney, all of them have great shooting. 88 for Solskjaer, 86 for Ivan Toney, and they combine it with decent speed. With a Hunter card, they will be good and set over 90 speed. Of course, I could let out Peter Crouch. He feels like one of the most horrible World Cup heroes in this game. But the robot is so cool, I had to put him in, and I must say, every single time I played against Peter Crouch, he got a goal against me. So somehow, he has a hidden power I'm not quite sure of. The best cheap one in this section is Erling Braut Haaland, trading for 25k at the moment. It is stealing a player like that. He will got me, and I can show you that if you're on Instagram or Twitter, over 400 goals already in this game. I'm keeping him until the end. With his 88 rating, his quick feet and amazing shooting, you're good to go even against legendary or iconic players. Then, if you want to take a next step, but that's not really a step, Darwin Núñez, left wing, position modifier as a striker, but Darwin Núñez and Robbie Keane especially. Robbie Keane will get you the goals, but Núñez, in my opinion, is not better than Haaland. More expensive because the squad building challenge fodder, but not better. And I made an expectation. You can see the price range going up to 75k this time because Ronaldo is 75k, and that in a FIFA game is unbelievable cheap for a legendary player like Cristiano Ronaldo. Pick him up, score goals, and enjoy the game. If you love the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell. I'm your boy Viva Love FIFA, and I hope to see you back every single game with a new... every single day with a new video about this beautiful game. Bye bye.